Alright, this is week 3 with Hope. We're talking about making a lead sheet, and I'm going to kind of walk through how I do it because I think it's the best way. Okay, nobody does it this way. Anyway, this is the way I do it. It makes memorizing things easy. It makes it where you can make a one-page version that you can read the lyrics and kind of follow along pretty easily. So the other ways you'll find everywhere, so if you like that way better, you can always do that. But I just wanted to kind of show you how I do things with the structure and everything. So usually I just print the lyrics on one side. So you'll notice the lyrics over here, and this side's blank. I went ahead and drew some little grid lines. Those are for y'all. I usually do it sloppy and ugly and fast. I used to be a nerd and do it on a word processor and make columns and make it was just beautiful. And anyway, leave a space at the top below the title of the song if you do this. I didn't leave any room, so I don't have any room for the intro. So I'll just end up writing the intro at the top ugly. Okay, but usually when I was a nerd about it, I would do it underneath, between the title and and if you've got a word processor, you can just redo it and just hit enter. But anyway, you'll notice a few things I'm doing here. First of all, I bold the chorus. So I've got verse, chorus, verse. Then for the second chorus, I just write the word chorus. And I'll just look up here and look at the chords and the words if I'm singing. And I just use this, because this allows it to all fit on one page. This is just over a page, like a page and a half without doing this. So anyway, that just removes some text. Plus, it makes it easier to understand the structure and follow. It's not helpful to have repeating sections just written over and over again. It makes it look more complex and longer than it really is. So anyway, the next thing is a bridge. This is a different section than the verse or the chorus. It's called a bridge. And it usually comes between a couple of choruses, and this one does. Then there's a chorus again, then there's a little tag at the end. The sung part, it's a sung tag, but the structure of the chords, it's actually the same as the intro. So I just wrote intro. Now, the other thing I do is I write the structure of the song out to the left here. So the structure of this song's intro, verse, chorus, bridge, chorus, intro. Usually I'll put V2 or something for the second verse. Okay? A lot of times I'll put horizontal line to separate so that I can look at this quick and dirty as I'm playing it and singing it. Okay, so next I'm going to write the chords in and kind of show you how I do that. I want to basically show kind of bars here, and I'm also going to try to line up the words with the chords. So I'll put the chord out even with whatever line it is. And honestly, I'm worried more about measures than I am about anything. So if I get all of the chords on one line, I just skip the second line and just write the next chords out for the next line. So I'll show you that in a second. Alright, so continuing, this is what I got so far. You'll notice that I have written the chords across from the words. So the second line, whose love is mighty and so much stronger, that's over that C chord. So I'm not worried about lining up the chords with the words only. I just want to make sure when I get to the King of Glory that those words line up, and that's E minor, D, G. So anyway, you'll see that that's a great example of how if you link everything directly to the words, it doesn't show you the form of the song. Sometimes the chords change faster than the words do. Okay? The other thing is, who shakes the whole earth? That's the same chord structure again. So I didn't write it again. I just put this little repeat sign at the end. Okay? It's a double bar with dots in front of it. You don't have to put that. I wouldn't even put it. I mean, if it's just me, I wouldn't put the lines. I just write the chords, and I kind of space them so that you can tell E minor, D is closer together, and I would just know that, that's 8 beats. Or you just kind of learn to kind of feel these things. But you'll notice I've got an intro that's 2 bars of G, 2 bars of C. You'll notice I didn't put bar lines, and I just wrote 2X to know to do that 2 times. I could do the same thing there. Instead of writing the repeat, I could have written 2x. or just play again, or whatever you want to write. But anyway, so who shakes the whole earth? I'm just going to repeat that whole structure again. So now I'm going to write out the chorus. Alright, so this is more like a finished product, and again, I don't usually get this complicated with it. But anyway, I've got a chorus here. It's got a little half intro in between the chorus and the verse, and I added that to the structure. So I drew little lines just so with my old eyes I can kind of see the chorus without thinking too hard. Now you'll notice that this is the chorus structure. You'll notice similarities with the chorus and the verse. Anyway, the chorus is its own thing. You'll notice it repeats. So it does mostly the same things. The first time, when you get here, E minor, D, and then it gives you half of an intro. So instead of playing that 2 measures of G, 2 measures of C 2 times, you just play it 1 time and then go back and go right into verse 2. So verse 2, I didn't write the chords in. If you wanted to write the chords in yourself, you can do that. But anyway, usually I wouldn't, because I just want to keep the structure really simple. And if you take the time to write this out and do this yourself and count and really solve all these problems yourself, by the time you do this, you have it memorized. But anyway, to me, this is just, when I play something like this, I'm going to immediately memorize it. So the second time you play G for 2 measures, just take note of that. The bridge is a different section, and it mostly repeats the same thing over and over. It's 2 bars of, 2 bars of G, 2 bars of C, 2 bars of G, 2 bars of C. So I just wrote these little things. That just means do the same thing as above. And after that, it goes into a chorus and back to the intro. So anyway, this is Amazing Grace. And anyway, that's kind of how I make a lead sheet for this kind of thing. So I'll do the same thing for Who You Say I Am.